Hey guys, and welcome to my first look at a game called Gunman Clive that just came out on Steam recently. This is a really cool game. It's like a side-scrolling, platformy action type of game that would not be out of place at all gameplay-wise on like the Super Nintendo, but obviously the graphics are a little bit more avant-garde than what you might see. So I'm gonna start a new campaign here. I'm gonna play as Clive on normal difficulty, and let's get started. So here's like the crux. We've got generic damsel who is on this, being carried away by bandits, basically. And we need to go and save her by killing all of these blue guys. We ourselves are a red guy. And I really enjoy the graphical style of Gunman Clive. Oops, that was almost a terrible mistake there. Yeah, I really enjoy just the way the game looks and the feel of it. Oh man, I'm not very good at this game apparently. But yeah, as far as gameplay, it just feels, it feels exactly how it looks. You get what you see. The controls are very tight and precise. You jump around, you shoot at dudes, and if that's your kind of game, you probably already know it. It's a little bit like Mega Man-y, a little Contra-y, probably more Contra than Mega Man. But it's that kind of game. You just run around and kill dudes. And as you go on, there are more and more advanced mechanics. Later on we'll see, like, well, I don't know if we'll see it in this video, but they're like, moving ladders and saws that go up and down and boulders to run on top of and stuff. And that's only, as far as I've gotten, which is not super far in the campaign. I've probably played maybe an hour and a half of this game, maybe a little bit less than that. And I'm having a great time with it so far. It's really fun. It's not like overly frustrating or anything like that. You obviously can take more than one hit, though I kind of suspect there's a mode where you get one shot by everything, because it seems like that kind of game, or that kind of gameplay would work in this kind of game, maybe is a better way of putting it. But the game doesn't force you to play that way, which is nice, because sometimes you just want to kick back and play a game where you're shooting dudes while you're listening to a podcast or something like that. That's the way I've been using Gunman Clive anyway. But like I said, there are harder difficulty modes that I personally have not checked out yet. So there's also this mechanic that we've seen of gun upgrades, and there are a number of different upgrades, and you unlock more and more as the game goes on, I believe anyway, or else I've had this weirdly specific like progression arc as I've gone. But so far we just have this triple shot gun unlocked, but pretty soon we'll see some other types, and as you go on, I don't want to spoil future gun type. Oh, what have I done? I'm the worst. Standard in video games, falling into a bottomless pit is instant death, so we have to go back to our last checkpoint here. And checkpoints are actually the beginning of the level. There's no checkpoints within a level, but levels tend to be fairly short. I've never taken longer than like 100 seconds on a level. In fact, I don't think I've even taken that long. Probably like 90 is my top. So it's like, it's not super frustrating when you die. But it is like, again, no save points. You start your timer over, you start on the beginning of the short little stage that you're on every time you do something incredibly stupid like fall into a bottomless pit. But graphically, I can't believe that I only touched on this briefly a second ago. I really like the way this game looks. It's super unique, isn't it? It just looks like the Old West. It looks like a wanted poster in a Western. It's really cool. I like it a lot. So that's, I think, one of the selling points of the game. And oh, another thing I should probably mention about the game, it's only $2, I'm pretty sure, which is insane. Like, that is a cheap video game that you would normally have to wait for a Steam sale. I would not be surprised if this is one of those games where on Steam sale it's like, oh, 25 cents for Gunman Clive. But, needless to say, I think it's worth the full asking price of $2. Watch out for the duck. Because, there's nothing wrong with this game. If you like this style of gameplay at all, you are going to get your $2 out of Gunman Clive. You're gonna have a fun time. Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Ah yeah, here's a new mechanic. We have these platforms where if you stand on the right, platform goes right. If you stand on the left, platform goes left. So you can kind of control your own moving platform here. Luckily that guy can't shoot through my moving platform. Ooh, that was close. I see a track down here. Oh, I kind of like suspect there's a secret down there. I have found one secrets. I put that in quotes, where I found a special weapon that I wouldn't normally have access to yet. And that was pretty cool, just by like going the incorrect way in a level. Well, not, obviously not incorrect, but a non-traditional path, let's say. But yeah, I don't see any reason to be down here. I thought like that track down there might be a hint, but that's just a way to get back out if you fall in there with the bad man. But here's our first special weapon. We've got homing tears now. We've basically picked up a bent spoon. If you're an Isaac aficionado, which I assume you kind of have to be if you're on my channel. I don't know if that's true or not. But this is a pretty handy weapon for obvious reasons. It's it's arguably better, arguably worse than the triple shot. The advantage obviously being that you don't have to aim precisely. The disadvantage is that you're getting less firepower out at once, so you can only target down one enemy, whereas with the triple shot there are certain situations where you might be able to hit multiple enemies at once. But I prefer the homing shots. That was... oh, Jesus. Okay. We made it. The cards have a little bit of momentum-based gameplay going on. But, oh! I thought we had that one. I didn't realize the saw was going that high. Fuck! We're all the way at the beginning. That was very stupid. I just... for some reason my brain was like, oh, obviously the saw is going a lot higher. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Okay. Let's just calm down. Oh, wow. Alright. We're gonna take an egg on the face, that's okay. Let's just calm down. For some reason, when I play Gunman Clive, it's one of those games where I tend to like get stuck on a stage and be like, alright, I've had enough Gunman Clive. And then when I come back, the stage is like unbelievably easy. And I'm just like, what was wrong with me when I quit this game last time? It's weird. I tend to get very quick Gunman Clive fatigue. It's good for short little gameplay sessions, but for me anyway, I get worse at the game substantially the more I play it, which is weird, but whatever. I also would not expect this to be a very long game. I obviously have not finished it, so I can't speak to the length, but for $2 I would not be surprised if it was not the longest game in the world. But it's already, like I said, gotten me through like an hour and a half of fun gameplay, and I haven't even touched hard mode. So if you really like the game and you want to play it a little bit more of a long and difficult setting, then you could play on hard mode to get some more out of it. I can see this being an interesting game to try to speedrun as well. It's good. I'm hoping to get to like the first boss, and then we'll probably call the video quits. Cause there are bosses, and they are fun. Like both bosses I've fought have been interesting and cool, and I've enjoyed fighting them. Have I only fought two? I'm pretty sure I've only fought two bosses, but I might be misremembering that. Oh. There's such a satisfying gameplay element to like the ducking under bullets and everything. I really enjoy that type of gameplay, and this game is set up very much so that you kind of, there's always a way to approach an enemy where you're gonna have to jump on them to some extent, and it's it's that satisfying style of gameplay. You can like see that guy and duck and then shoot him in the knees, whatever. Like this guy, I can just take him out by jumping and shooting at his feet. Oh god, the bunny baited me. He was like, oh, you want this gun right here? Fuck you, buddy. I'm gonna jump on your face. But anyway, that was pretty easy. I think this is the boss. Perfect. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to keep on walking this way. And here he comes. This is a weird looking dude. I don't really know what the deal with this guy's character design is. But on this boss, obviously, you definitely want the triple shot. Ah, shit. As I lose it. Triple shot would be better than homing, because you can hit him with 2 bullets at once. Hey, got another triple shot. Oh, don't jump on me. Okay. So pretty standard boss mechanics here. This guy took me probably like 3 or 4 tries on my first time just to get used to the dodging his bullets. Oh. That one you can just duck under. And we should be done with this boss, yep, fairly shortly. He is dead. So that's kind of all I want to show of Gunman Clive, I think. Just because, again, I'm not sure how long the game is, and I'm going to be showing off more and more mechanics as I go on. But obviously, definitely, a game that I highly recommend. It's not like the greatest game I've played this year. Well, actually, It's 2014. It might be the only new game I've played this year so far. But it's not, you know, I don't feel like Gunman Clive is like a game of the year contender or anything like that. But it's fun. It's fun. It's very inexpensive, and it's something that if you want, if you just want a nice little game to play with your controller, and you enjoyed like SNES era shooters and stuff, you should pick up Gunman Clive. I highly recommend this experience. The price point is way too low in my opinion. This could easily get away with a $5 release, and you know, it's got a really unique, cool art style. The music's really fun, and the gameplay is great. You know, it's completely tight and fun gameplay. Nothing super frustrating or anything. Just a good time. Just a video game. So you should check out Gunman Clive. I'll leave a link in the description to where you can purchase this delicious game, and I'll see you guys next time with another first look whenever I, you know, get another game to check out.